1. And, you know, they have been one of the better teams in this competition, but the same could be said for Banvit. They are 3-1, so it's an intriguing battle tonight here to be played out before us in Italy. Now, for Banvit, who stands out? Well, you have to really say Devin Oliver is an important man for this team. Jordan Morgan, Rudvan Onjai, and Seamus Hazish, all key players. Alex Perez as well. And there's the former New Zealand coach, Nenad Vucinic, who is now at the helm of Avellino. And again, this is also a super talented roster. Take your pick on any given night. One of these players could beat you. We'll just go ahead and start with Caleb Green, Demetrius Nichols, Ariel Filloy, the Italy international from Argentina, Luca Campani, the captain Lorenzo Diercole, Kiefer Sykes, Norris Cole, Hamidi Ndai, and, well, it's a team built to win, and I think we've got no sight tonight of Matt Costello unless I'm wrong. So that would be a blow if he's not playing tonight. So are we going to see the good, the bad, the ugly from Banvit? You know, going back to that very first game of the season for them, they faced a huge deficit at home to MHP Reeves in Lewisburg. And at that point, everybody must have been thinking that Lewisburg had the team that was going to go on another rampage and make it back to the Final Four, but we all know what happened then. Banvit got up off the canvas, came out fighting, and won that game convincingly in the end. And as I mentioned already, MHP Reeves and Lewisburg have not won a game. Banvit have had their struggles on the domestic front, but in the Basketball Champions League, this is their third year in the Basketball Champions League. Just like Sidigas Avellino, this Banvit team is always a team that just seems to be in the headlines. They play in great games, they get great performances, and even with a lot of their players having moved on to pastures new, they seem to have a good scouting department to bring in players. And they also have a new coach this year, no longer Sasha Filipovsky, who did such a great job at the helm for them the last couple of years. But now they've got Ahmet Gergen. There he is. And I have to say, I think he's done an excellent job with this Banvit team. Now for Avellino, let's look back at some of their results. They started out on game day 1 at Nizhny Novgorod, and they won that game after 2 overtimes. Can you believe it? 100-93. People still talking about that game. I mean, that was one that kind of captured the imagination. Norris Cole going ahead and just was so good in that game and ended up being the game day 1 MVP. Then they rolled to the big victory at MHP Reeves in Lewisburg, 96-77. And then in their first home game in the Basketball Champions League, hosting Anvil, that was on game day 3. They again needed overtime, and they won that one 105-102. And again, Norris Cole, who had 33 points and 8 rebounds, 9 assists in that game, was the game day 3 MVP. So Sidigas came back down to earth last week, and I would suggest not surprisingly, losing at UCAM Murcia 72-69. Murcia, of course, with a lot of the same players that made it to the Final Four last year, winning that close one. And so Sidigas Avellino now trying to get back to winning ways. And Banvit, without question, will do everything in their power to leave Italy with a 4-1 record. So I think we're in store for a good one tonight, folks. And whatever you think, it's not going to be over till it's over. It'll go 40 minutes. Referees tonight from Latvia, Estonia, and Poland. Lucic, Suslov, and Proch. And we'll get a look at the starting fives now for both teams. Here we are. So Perez, Oliver, Osmani, Morgan, and Hazes in that starting five for Banvit. So Ercan Osmani getting the start tonight. So that's a pretty impressive front line there when you consider you've got Oliver, Osmani, and Morgan. And as I mentioned, Ahmet Gergen there, now the head coach of this Banvit team. Banvit yet to win in their domestic competition. And now we'll get a look at the starting five for Sidigas Avellino. It'll be Green, Nichols, Fioy, Cole, and Ndaye. And there's Coach Vucinic, again, played for New Zealand's national team and coached them. He's coached in Europe for several years. He's been around the block. He's coached many years, and his teams always come out and play entertaining basketball. So I'm looking forward to this contest tonight in Sykes, and I'm psyched up for it, just like Kiefer is tonight. So looking at some of the scoring leaders and rebounding leaders, Matt Costello, who I don't think is playing tonight, is their most efficient player. Sidigas Avellino at 20.3 per game. Norris Cole is their leading scorer at 20 points per game. Green at 14.3. Costello 13.8. Rebounding wise, Costello at 9.3 per game, so he's almost got a double-double. Nichols 7 rebounds per game, and Green at 6.5. And then from an assist standpoint, you've got Cole at 7 assists per game, Sykes with 3, and Green with 2.8. Well, before the game and after the game, these guys are friends, but during the game, they are going to get after each other. And the stakes are high, obviously, especially coming into this one at 3-1. There's Cole. Of course, he was a member of the 2 Miami Heat teams who won NBA titles not that long ago. And just a wonderful guy. And really showing what he's made of over here in Europe. Well, good evening, folks. If you're just joining us, we are in Avellino, Italy. And this is the Basketball Champions League, and it's Sidigas Avellino taking on Banvit. And Sidigas Avellino winning the opening tip and wearing the white and attacking the basket to the left on your screen. And already Green comes out and buries the three-pointer. And referee going over to remind, I think, the scores table. Got to get that shot clock ticking away. So they've sorted that out, and play resumes now. Morgan over to Perez. Good! The Mexico international buries it. So good start for both teams here from downtown. Osmani reaches around and fouls Green. And you wonder what the strategy is with starting Osmani tonight. There's Nichols, loses the ball as he goes behind his back. Now Oliver, open floor, passes it back to Morgan. And looked like Ndaye went up for the block there. I'm not sure if he just missed it or if he got some. Ndaye got his first block. But anyway, Nichols puts it up and in. So missed opportunity for Banvit. Pump fake Morgan. And this time there's no missing. There's no messing around. Green, another attempt from deep. And Perez with the rebound. Now Morgan, and Nichols flies in for the board. Now the dump to Ndaye, and he throws it down with a little bit of venom. He's a tall man, that's for sure. 7 feet tall, 2.13 meters in height. Bounce pass Perez over to Morgan. He's going to put up another jumper. This time he hits it. The mid-ranger. I'll tell you, he's had some big-time games in this season's Basketball Champions League. Osmani says, how can that not be our ball? Watch this. Oh, I think it did go off. It looked like it went off of Osmani's right foot. Not sure what he was talking about. I'd have to see it again. Here's Cole. Fioi, it's good. The Italy international. And Ndaye went up, and that time grabbed the rim, so that turns a shot into points for Oliver. I'm not sure that was going to go in. Fioi being guarded by the youngster Hazes. There's Cole. The dump to Ndaye outside the green. He is fouled attempting the three-pointer. And that's what happens when you can knock one of those down. You get the attention. Perez just flashed past him. Green went down, and the referee called the foul. Caleb Green makes the first one. I think he's really trimmed up a lot since he came to Europe. Remember, he started out in Belgium. Makes the second one. Doesn't go for that dribble at the line, does he? Makes the third. And so 13-9. And the drive from Seamus Hazes. And he draws a foul, so he will go to the line. So actually, looking back on it, Caleb Green, who went to Oral Roberts and left in 2007. Hazes misses the first one. Started out in Trier in Germany. And then he played for Dexy Mons Hainaut in Belgium before he went on to Ostend, Charleroi. Then he went to France. And that gets the offensive rebound and put back from Osmani. So Seamus Hazes struggles at the line, but Banvit nevertheless come away with 2 points. Now the bounce pass and finished nicely. Nichols. Perez. Rebound, Morgan. And Oliver not able to control the board. And showing his size inside. Spitzkini comes into the game, number 34. And another foul has been called. And the pass down low, and Caleb Green goes up strong. This Sidigas Avellino team looking tough down low. You can understand why this Banvit team is opted to go with some size with Osmani in there. And the miss from Perez. Now Cole. Oh, Cole slipped down. And Green misses back of the iron. That triggers a break for Rudvan Onjai. Gets it back. And looked like he was thinking about going up for the dunk there, but he ended up laying it up and in. Nice pass and nice finish for Cole that time. So Banvit calling timeout, trailing 19-13. That was Nichols with the assist to Cole. See the three-point shooting and the field goal shooting. Eight assists for Sidigas Avellino already.
Special for the midges. Okay, 2 down for the midges. Okay, on a post up. Okay, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's not give up layups, fellas. Let's go.
You heard that. Let's not give up layups, fellas. So perhaps expect some fouls if indeed it comes to that. Avellino in the north of Italy. And nice part of the world. Here's Osmani dumping it down low to Morgan. And good job. Good patience from Morgan. And he's got 6 points already. And now Jan Ulasoy called for a technical after being whistled for a foul, and that's the right call. I'm not sure if he said something or if it was a look that he gave to the referee, but the referee teed him up. Bizzacchini takes the inbounds pass, hands it off to Fioy. And now Nichols trying to get position, called for the foul. Onjai drives in. Oh, he's so tough putting the ball on the deck and going hard to the basket. He really just keeps getting better and better. Rudvan Onjai. Now Cole. Fioy, another 3-ball. Ariel Fioy. Morgan. Passes back outside. Jan Ulusoy. Now Morgan. Back to Ulusoy for 3. On jumper. And now here's Onjai, where he thrives. Oh, he loses it. It bounces kindly to his teammate Osmani. Are they going to give him an assist on that, I wonder? Banvit back to within 4. Nichols banks in the short jumper. Ulusoy. And a foul called on Nichols, so 3 free throws coming for Ulusoy. Well, we've seen it so many times this season. Three-point shooters getting fouled, and we've seen it twice already tonight, 1 for each team. Well, so he takes his time and makes the first one, so he can cut this deficit to 3 points. Second one is good as well. So all 3 free throws good, and it's back to a 3-point deficit now. Now the turnover. Ulusoy just picks it up and puts it in. And Cole leaning over like he got a hit in the face or something. Here it is again. Oh, he caught an elbow from Ulusoy. He sure did. Watch this. And hopefully Cole's okay. I have to say, I thought he was acting at first, but boy, he really caught one right on the nose.
And don't jump on the fake. Okay.
9 points from the bench for Banvit, none for Avellino.
Let's go with one side. Okay. Let's go with one side.
Avellino's threes are falling. Fioy has 2. But overall, a balanced game here.
Bas buraya, o buraya, şuradan. Ama şöyle yapalım. 5-4 bu taraftan alsın. Bu tarafa çıkalım. Buraya gelsin. Anladınız mı?
Hayır, şey söyleyeceğim. Savunmalar bilmiyor yani pikin geldiğini kimse söylemiyor.
O zaman basın yapalım. Bak yapacak işte. Anlattınız ya.
Well, just so many great games in the Basketball Champions League this season. Ndaye there. Shot blocking presence. You heard his coach saying, don't bite on the fakes. And that time Morgan knocks it away. Seamus Hazes comes up with it, pushes it quickly, and double dribble is the call. Oh, yeah, good call by the ref. Funny how players will make just ridiculous mistakes like that, yet they can play at this level. Nah, you're not going to. Yeah, he's talking to his player, not to the referee. I thought he was trying to defend his player to the ref. What a great talent Seamus Hazes is. Just 19 years of age. And here's Cole getting sandwiched and bumped. When you've already won 2 game day MVP awards, the defense is going to be paying attention to you. And Cole will go to the line and make the first one. Tell you, it's already amazing. It's only the 3rd season of the Basketball Champions League, and it's now already established as the 2nd Pan-European club competition based on the number of countries taking part in the previous league positions of those participating teams. So this competition just is getting better and better. Osmani hands it off to Ulusoy. Guarded by Sykes, now hands it off to Morgan. Little jump hook from Morgan. And the scrap for the ball. Look at that. Ulusoy on the ground, reaches up and ties up Sykes. And then he pats him on the back as if to say, no hard feelings. So Banvit are going to keep possession. If your Fuji's there, you got to be thinking, come on, guys. And then they break down defensively, but Ndiaye blocks Onjai. But now the turnover. Seamus Hazes has it. And this time he goes all the way for the dunk. Oh, Seamus. Spizzichini shows a little bit of range himself. Now, Rudvan Onjai. And a foul called on Sykes. Ulusoy, another play by Ulusoy. He's turned out to be an X factor tonight, hasn't he? So Banvit now behind by just 1. Oh, the alley-oop and the jam from Hamidai Ndiaye. Ulusoy, a little runner. Don't look now, folks, but it's Jim Ulusoy night. It's like he's got his own little playground out there. It's his world, and we're just in it. Answering, no. Ndiaye saves it before it goes out of bounds. But then Rudvan Onjai knocks it away into his teammate's hands, and here he is on the drive, and he was fouled by Cole. Cole, who shot to fame at Cleveland State. Finding there's some tough opposition on the court tonight. He's going to go out. It's his 2nd foul. I've been able to speak to him this season after one of his MVP awards. Really talks about how he wanted to give a big shout out to his mom and dad, family that he says they watch the games. And he says they also pay those visits, and who wouldn't want to come to this part of the world to pay him a visit? They got a good trip to look forward to. And Hazes and Ruud van Unjai as well, struggling to make their free throws tonight. Attar's checked into the game, the big youngster up at the top of the key. Now he drops back, and Sykes gets in there and drills it. Ruud van Unjai almost turned it over. Sykes snuck in there, almost got a steal. And Sidigas Avellino lead it 33-30 after one. So the early numbers see Banvit struggling at the free throw line with those 4 misses. Were it not for that, they'd be in front or at least tied if they just made 3 of those. And you heard Vucinic talking about an embarrassing scoreboard, presumably because the 30 points that Sidigas Avellino have given up in just 1 quarter of play, but Banvit have given up 33. So it's a game of perhaps a little bit lacking in defense, and I'm guessing that's going to pick up a little bit here in the second quarter. So the real surprise factor is Jim Ulasoy right now, who has come out tonight for Banvit and provided a lot of scoring. Of course, he got fouled attempting that 3-pointer. He's out of the game now, but he's got 9 points. And that's a game-high 9 points. And now a turnover on Fioy. No, it was on Ndiaye, excuse me, for the offensive foul. Osmani dumps it down low to Attar. Bounce pass Attar. And Karaguye not able to control it. It was a perfect pass. On the captain, Dierkele. And that foul was called on Karagule. Now the short jumper from Sykes. Karagule has it. Hasn't played many minutes earlier in the season, but looks like he's going to get more now with Marcus Thornton no longer here. Attar gets it and puts it up and in. Well, he really shone at the under-20 European Championship for Turkey, and also he's had some good moments in this early in this Basketball Champions League season. Entry pass to Ndiaye, and Osmani called for the foul. Spitzikini back in with Green. Fioy. Sykes gets it over to Green. Green backs up Oliver. Now back outside to Sykes. Looks off the pass, puts it up and in. Hazash drives. And the follow was there by Attar. Well, a couple of 19-year-olds making the plays. Three-point attempt from Fioy. Another one for him. That's number 3. All 9 of his points coming from deep. And the dump again to Attar, and the foul called on Fioy this time. Attar short with the first attempt. As the coach has made some notes tonight, Ahmet Gergen going over his note cards. Attar makes 1 of 2. So good minutes for Attar off the bench, although he's going to get an earful from his coach. Here he is, look at him. Part of the process, and Banvit is, you know, don't forget, a club where young players play. They get a chance and they develop, and it's a real boost for Turkish basketball, especially the national team. And Fioy goes behind his back. Foul was called. Remember, Furkan Korkmaz's career was kind of stalled, and he moved to Banvit after the start of that first Basketball Champions League season and really turned it on. Three-point attempt. Now he's in the NBA with Philadelphia. Ulusoy back in. Tim Ulusoy pulls it back out. Banvit trailing by just 3 points. And the pass goes out of bounds. And I think that was Hazash supposed to be out on the perimeter by the look of the coach. He says, we don't practice this for that to happen. Green from right. Spitzikini with the rebound. Passes back outside to Fioy. Fioy puts it up from a long way out, and that is three-pointer number 4 on the night for Ariel Fioy. Well, he took it with confidence. So Banvit called timeout, not turning on all cylinders.
Adamların sahasındayız. Ve adamlar buradan her yerden topu çember atıyorlar.
Their home court, and they're shooting everything.
Savunmasını yapmıyorsunuz ya.
15 makes for each. Avellino has his 2 more free throws, but the key has been their three-point shooting.
Every shot.
bak. Bunun altına gitti bak. Böyle tut. Bunun altına gitti zaman zaten burası çıkacak.
5 of 10 from three-point range. 4 of those have been made by Fioy. The other one by Caleb Green. And 13 assists for Avellino.
Make him 2 jump shots, okay?
Hey, let's play D now. Let's go. Let's go.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, watching the goings-on here in Avellino. And we'll see if Banvit come back out with an extra bounce in their step after that timeout. The pass over to Ruud van Onjai. Oh, and the alley-oop to Morgan. Well, that pressure didn't work for Avellino. Morgan trying to cheat and get another one. Over to Spizzacchini. He passes down low, and Sykes goes up and scores, and also is fouled. A clever player. .24 years of age, Kiefer Sykes. Onjai goes out after the foul. And Sykes gets the three-point play. Went to college at Wisconsin Green Bay after 2015. Played with the Austin Spurs and played in Korea, Turkey. Now he's with this good Avellino team here in Italy. Fioy goes behind his back. And Sykes goes over to help up Fioy, who's doing it for the team tonight. Took the punishment there from Morgan. Morgan says, all I was doing was going straight up. But the ref says, no, you kind of leaned into him a little bit. Two free throws good for Fioy, who just continues to produce. Nine-point lead now. Dangerous time for Banvit. 4 minutes here into the second quarter. Hazish gets it to Oliver, who's been quiet tonight. Now Perez, good three-pointer. Well, that came at a good time for Banvit. Perez, Mexico international, but he's from California IA. California IA, that's what they say. There's Captain Dierkerle. Hands it off to Fioy. Man of the moment. He passes back to Spizzacchini. Oh, he missed the layup. Stays with it. Ulusoy guarding Fioy, who gets the pass to Green, and Green scores. That's what happens. You don't get that rebound. Tim Ulusoy passes back over to Oliver. Morgan gets it to Perez, and now he's starting to feel it. Green backs up Oliver, goes off 1 foot. Now, what have they called here? Green was hoping that they'd called a foul, but in fact that was not the case. I'm not sure why we had the stoppage there. 29 remaining here in the first quarter. Sorry, first half. And Oliver misses. Boy, quiet. They really need him, and the pass up ahead to Green, lays it up and in. Morgan's pass knocked out of bounds by Sykes. So just 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. Morgan for three. Wow. That was impressive. Under a little bit of duress, not much time, and Morgan calmly sank a three-pointer. Now Fioy not able to save it in bounds. A little bit of miscommunication there. So the ball turns back over. Boy, this has been a high-scoring first half. Avellino with 50 points already, Banvit with 45, and we've still got 3.5 minutes to play. Perez turns, puts it up. And Perez says, why did you interfere with the ball? It might have gone in. See, right here, you've got to let it go. But instead, you had two Banvit players going for it. I think it was Morgan that got a hand on it, so that meant there was not going to be any potential three-point play. This Banvit team just does not go away, folks. You might get a little lead on them, and they'll reel you back in. Time and time again, it happens. And now Perez, his 2 free throws, and he's provided a spark here offensively. He's going to go out, interestingly. He's had the wind in his sails. He's got 2 fouls, maybe that's why. Fioy up high, guarded by Seamus Hazish. Now Nichols. Oh, terrific effort by Ndaye. Now Nichols again. That's what happens, folks. You give that little bit of extra effort on the offensive boards, and you end up getting a big jump shot. So Nichols' three-pointer takes it back to a 6-point lead. Pass goes out of bounds. Attar's coming back in. So Jordan Morgan's going to sit down now. Norris Cole sees an opening to the basket. And Osmani flies in for the rebound. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go now in the opening half. Osmani gets in, had a good look, but was short. Now Green, open floor. His pass tapped. And Cole was bumped as he went baseline. So free throws coming for the hosts. Nichols, excuse me, was bumped. Nichols now finding his range, and the lead goes back to 8. See Banvit just 6 of 11 at the stripe. Avellino are perfect. Osmani to Attar. And now Banvit complaining that the backboard was hit. Drive and Nichols again. I think that's 7 straight points for him. It's a 10-point lead. Three-pointer good by Osmani. Give Cole the assist on that last basket, by the way, for Nichols. And Cole's numbers continue to go up. Pass into the corner. Cole was able to catch it. Now he's bumped, but he turns it over. But Osmani dribbles it off his foot. Straight to Cole, who gets another assist. Not how you draw it up, but it'll work for Avellino, but certainly not for Banvit. And the coach takes it out on his other players that aren't out on the court. Ulusoy. And Fioy trying to make the pass on the break. Ball hit out of bounds. 21.9 seconds remain. Surely they're going to hold it for one shot. Timeout on the floor.
Remember, we got one foul to give if we need it, but make sure it's not unsportsmanlike. If they, after our shot, try to get a transition, make sure you do it with the body, okay? We go with the thumb up special, okay? Thumb up special. Let's get Dimitris. Let's get Hamadi. Let's get Norris. Let's get Caleb and Ariel. Okay, here. Go with about 8 seconds to go.
Ende etrafı attıktan sonra buraya geleceksiniz. Tamam mı? Buraya geldikten sonra eğer şey oynarlarsa Perez'le oyuna
Boy, Oliver just has not been a factor at all tonight for Banvit. And as you look at him, they're sitting next to Seamus Hodges, getting a tap on the shoulder from Rudvan Onchai. They need Oliver to come out and get it going. He's only got 2 points, an assist and a rebound.
Sonra girecek bu değil mi? Foul'den sonra.
Foul'den sonra da bunu sokacağız.
Only taken 2 shots. He's played more than 13 minutes. So that's interesting. He's just been a complete non-factor. Now, Attar, I think, might be called for a foul on Ndiaye. Cole's going to sit back down. Norris Cole tonight, 5 points, 6 assists. He does have 4 turnovers. Ndiaye at the line and bricks the first one. Well, they've had their share of close games that they've won, in fact. A couple of overtime clashes. Kucinich would like nothing more than just to win it in regulation tonight. So more than anything else, he just wants to get the win. So it's Banvit now with a chance to finish the half on a high. Perez has it. Perez into Attar, and I thought he waited too long. But boy, Attar's he's a big boy, isn't he? And that is how the first half finishes. Sidigas Avellino on top, 59-52 over Banvit. See the numbers, the shooting numbers, and the rebounds. 20 assists for Avellino. That's impressive, isn't it? 8 turnovers for Avellino. 13 fouls have been called on Banvit. In terms of the leading scorers and rebounders and assists, there you have it. So that late flurry there by Nichols has put him in good position. Fioy's been the real weapon from deep. He's got 14 points for Avellino. He's a perfect 4-4 from three-point range. So here are the highlights from the first half. Taylor Green starting things off with that three-pointer. And Sidigas Avellino getting to grips with the game early. They've scored 59 points in the first half. Nevertheless, they've given up 52 to Banvit, so points have been not in short supply. There have been plenty of them, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more high scoring in that second half when the action continues. So we'll be right back for the start of the second half. 59-52, Sidigas Avellino on top of Banvit here in the battle of 3-1 teams. We are in Italy, and there's been a lot of scoring. Game hasn't really come to life as I would expect it. I mean, Devin Oliver hasn't really been at his best tonight, and I think Ndiaye has a lot to do with that tall post presence for Avellino, but nevertheless, it's the defense. You wonder where it is. We haven't seen Akio play tonight for Banvit. But where's the defense been for both of these teams? So Banvit heading back over to the bench. You know, it's a young Banvit team. You know, a lot of, when you consider that Karagule played substantial minutes in that first half, along with Seamus Hazes as normal, and Attar, you had three 19-year-olds logging a lot of minutes. In fact, combined, Attar played 6 minutes. Hazes played 20, so that's 26 minutes, and Karagule played 3. So, you know, that's getting 29 minutes out of your teenage trio tonight. So that's a good sign, really, for Banvit that they're continuing to contribute. What I'm curious about is why Alex Perez hasn't played that much. He's scored 10 points. He's got 3 assists, 2 rebounds, but maybe defensively the coach isn't happy with him. He's in fact given more minutes tonight to Rudvan Unjai because of 4 points, 3 rebounds. But I'm sure Ahmet Gergen has a plan. Ulusoy also has played 12.5 minutes tonight and has the 9 points. No Matt Costello tonight for Sidigas Avellino. Not sure why. And we're about ready to start the second half. Well, if you're just back from your visit to the kitchen to get some popcorn, here we go. We're off and running in the second half. Morgan gets the ball, gets it to Osmani, gives it back. Oh, that was an impressive play, an impressive cut to the basket by Osmani. He was out on the wing. 9 points, really providing a spark tonight. Now Green's pass thrown out of bounds. Looked like they were trying to get the alley-oop. There's something going with Ndiaye there. Hazes pulls up right behind the arc, or the charity stripe, and put up an air ball. He's not shot it well tonight. Just 1 of 4 from the floor, 2 points. Now Cole into Ndiaye. Oh, and he goes up for the dunk. He dunks on the teenager, Seamus Hazes. Perez over to Ulusoy for 3. Now Cole, open floor, over to Fioy. Now to Green, who turns down low. Osmani fouls Green, and a 3-point play is now in play. Great play by Green, not giving up on it. Look at that dunk. Osmani has to take a seat now. So Oliver comes back into the game and fails to capitalize. Now Seamus Hazes gets in. Good quick hands from Fioy. Another look at that. Morgan. Green with the board. Sidigas Avellino, well, I would describe it as a comfortable 9-point lead, but they could be stepping on the accelerator right now, and they're not. They're letting this Banvit team hang around, which is it's always a dangerous thing to do. Perez. Ulusoy's pass batted away. Green again, up to Ndiaye, who kind of falls. He was fouled. He tumbled hard to the ground, and Nichols gets over there and picks him up. Here's another look at it. At the line tonight, Ndiaye had missed his first 2 attempts, so now he makes his first and his second. $11 points to lead. Perez gets in. Oh, he gets rejected by Ndiaye. Now Cole on the break. Oh, and his pass intercepted by Oliver. Game's starting to get a little crazy here. Ulusoy. Perez. Thought twice about shooting it over Ndiaye after that swat. He's going to put it up now, and he's going to bury it. 13 for Perez. Fioy. Nichols. Well, he has poured in the points tonight. $17 points for Nichols. So that leads all scorers. Perez. Over to Oliver. Gosh, he just threw that up there. Cole explodes and lays it up and in. Look at this. Finished with the left hand. Timeout, Banvit.
Ya ama şimdi sadece her şey ona kalıyor. Ha?
Ne oynayabiliriz? Veya
Her şey Alex'e kalıyor. Siz abi sen
Sidigas Avellino with 18 fast break points.
Topu attıktan sonra buradan gelip topu atıyor. Yani topu at. Ya ne anlatacağım şaşırdım şimdi ya. Her şeyi aptal yapıyorsunuz her şeyi.
Guys, let's be precise and don't
Her şey ona kalmaması lazım. İçeride gelip adam buna oynuyor. Sen buradan buraya çıkıyorsun.
Cole, meanwhile, has 7 points, 7 assists now. The only blight, really, on his stat line tonight, as the fans look on, would be the 6 turnovers. So, well, he might get his double-double in points and assists, and hopefully for his case, he wouldn't get a triple-double if it included getting the 10 turnovers. He's trying to make things happen, though. Long way to go in this one, 16 minutes. The way this Avellino team is playing right now, it looks like they've got the focus back. Here's Perez missing from 3, and Green comes up with the rebound. And now the reach and the foul. Cole goes to work. Hands it off to Fioy, and now Cole fouled by Ulusoy. Now Cole has it. In the corner, and Nichols stepped out of bounds. Attar living dangerously against Ndiaye there. Perez going to put it up from 3. Now Cole rebounds, runs, and Caleb Green takes the pass. Chalk up another assist for Norris Cole. This lead is now 14 and starting to look dangerous for this Banvit team. Ulusoy drives in, hands it off to Attar, lays it up and in. Cole again looking up the floor. Pass wasn't there to be made, so he holds on to it. And now Perez takes it away. Ndiaye, oh, what a pass! Oh, and the dunk from Perez, the no-look from Perez, and the dunk from Oliver, excuse me. And it's back to a 10-point game. And Attar called for a foul, I think, on Hamadi Ndiaye, and Ahmet Gergen just says, how is that a foul? That is now 5 team fouls. And looked like Ndiaye just ran smack into him, into Attar. So with 5 team fouls, with 4:19 remaining, look, Avellino haven't committed a foul yet in this quarter. So Hamidi Ndiaye converts, takes the lead back to 12. Good free throw shooting tonight by Avellino, 83%. Oliver, oh, what's he going to do there? Attar gets the rebound. Perez for 3. Boy, those second opportunities, they almost always come home to roost, don't they? $16 for Perez now. Fioy hands it off, and traveling will be the call. Spizzichini. One step too many. Well, they went up by 14, Avellino. Now Oliver comes back out again. Just struggling to get into it. Here's Perez again. I don't think Perez has hit 2 straight tonight, but he has hit 4 of 7. Caleb Green gets inside, passes out to Fioy. And Spizzichini doing a great job keeping the ball alive. Oh, and an unsportsmanlike foul. What has happened here? I didn't see it there. So the unsportsmanlike on Caleb Green. Well, this is a momentum-changing play, potentially. They can review it if it's an unsportsmanlike. Okay, watch Green. He's right there. Keep watching Green. Oh, yeah. He just kind of nudged him with his right elbow. Did not go unnoticed by the referee. So the young man, Attar, at the line. The 19-year-old makes the first one. Promising future. But only makes 1 of 2. And Gergen saying, this is how you got to shoot your free throws. You didn't bend your knees that time. Ulusoy pulls up from deep, hits the three-pointer, and just like that, is back to a 5-point deficit for Banvit. Ulusoy has been a danger man. Remember, he got fouled shooting that three-pointer. Now foul called on Banvit. Got fouled shooting a three-pointer earlier in the game. This is Norris Cole. Always putting pressure on the defense. So Spizzacchini goes to the line. He's fouled by Ulasoy. And Spizzacchini misses again the first one. Karagule, the other 19-year-old, is taking in the action from the bench. Banvit right there with 13 minutes remaining. Never count these guys out. I don't know if they're going to have enough to get over the finish line tonight, but they certainly make it interesting. Here's Attar. Down low, turns, passes it back out to Osmani, gets it back to Attar, gets it back to Osmani, hits the short jump shot, and we've got ourselves a 3-point game with 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. What is it about this Avellino team that can't seem to be able to put some teams away?
We get down for the rebound, okay? And we help deep on the seal. Help deep on the seal and split up, all right? Use fouls as well. We're still on 1-2 foul. As he's getting the ball, smash the shit out of it, okay? Offensively, Dimitris is on 4, okay? Let's go.
Alex tekrar bak bunu oynayacaksın. Rıdvan sen buraya.
Boy,
Tamam mı?
all
Bak
the production
buraya,
coming from the
Berke,
bench tonight for this
Berke,
Banvit team.
Sen buraya. Ercan,
The majority
sen
of it.
buraya. Alex buraya gel. Rıdvan'ın
Go all the way
sağdan
through.
gideceksin
After
böyle.
you pass, go all the way
Zonsa
Pass to the wing or to the top?
to here.
Zonsa.
Rıdvan will come up.
Anladın
Pass
mı?
it to him, go
Sağdan
all the way
iyi
through.
bekle.
Rıdvan
Bu da
will
bu.
penetrate right.
Zonsa bak
If it's
zonsa.
zone, if it's zone.
Pas. Kat. 5 side. Anladın mı?
Outside,
Ondan
back
sonra Ercan belki sen
Well, that is
buradasın.
challenging, isn't it? Imagine if you're Perez there.
Bak buraya kadar gel.
The coach is talking in Turkish, and you're having a translator. You're asking the translator while the coach is talking in Turkish where you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to do, but I guess it works. So Sykes comes back in now, gets it over to Cole. So you got a couple of point guards out there for Avellino. Cole just inside the top of the key, as cool as you like, drills the jumper. He's now got 9 points and 8 assists. Oh, beautiful bounce pass to Attar. And Nichols gets the jumper to fall. Big time shots. 2 in a row made by Avellino. Perez again to Attar, and he is fouled. He's upset with himself because he thought he had a potential 3-point play. Just needed that little bit more concentration trying to finish here. Look at him. So we just saw him make 1 of 2, and now he misses another one. This is clearly a part of his game that he's got to work on. And the coach continuing to tell him, here's how you do it. He came in shooting 62.5%. He had hit 5 of his 8 free throws. And again, he goes 1 of 2 at the stripe. Inside, and Ndiaye puts it up. A little bit of power, 2-handed rim rocker. Back to a 6-point game. They've had 3 consecutive trips down the floor where they've scored. A couple of jump shots, and now the slam. Morgan to Perez. Back out. Osmani. And scrapping for the ball. Avellino came up with it. Osmani knocked it out of the hands of Ndiaye, but the foul was called. Derkele saved it in bounds to Nichols. And that's where Osmani so it's Nichols at the line. The free throw is good from Nichols. And Vucinic applauding Nichols as he comes out. He'll sit down for the rest of the third quarter, perhaps. And right when Banvit were knocking on the door, now they're facing an 8-point deficit again. Perez gets the ball back, puts up a little short, jump hook, and scores. He is tough offensively. Guess the coach sat him down for 13 minutes in the first half just to keep him fresh for now. There's Green. Onjai again, open court. Seamus Hadjis, and they're going to hold it for one. Good play by Seamus Hadjis. Perez over to Rudvan Onjai. Shot clock winding down. Over to Perez at the line. He cannot miss right now. Goodness me. Can you say on fire? Here it is again. Well, he's having himself quite a game tonight, folks. 81-77. Sidigas Avellino on top of Banvit. 10 minutes remaining. So 7 threes now for Banvit. They've got one more than Avellino, and they've got another make inside the arc. It's the free throw line where Avellino have done better. Avellino 17-22 at the stripe. They've made 9 more free throws than Banvit, who are 8 of 15. So there's some big misses for Banvit. Perez, meanwhile, with the 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, is now also at plus 23 efficiency. Highest rated player in the game right now is Nichols, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and he's at plus 28. Wonderful atmosphere here in Avellino. Remember, that was an important sequence when Caleb Green was called for the unsportsmanlike. Because Ulusoy also hit a 3-pointer. So not surprisingly, Perez is starting the 4th quarter. He's got 3 fouls, Perez. Osmani has 4. And Ulusoy has 4 fouls, 3 fouls for Attar. Nobody really in foul trouble. Nichols has 3 fouls for Avellino, and that's it. 3-pointer is good from Derkele, the captain, El Capitan. Each team with 7 makes now from deep. Rudvan Onjai. Good defense. Nope. Foul has been called. Foul called on Norris Cole. He's got 3 fouls. He's definitely a player they don't want to lose. There's Morgan. Puts it down and tried to bank it in a little bit too hard. Seamus Hazic gets the rebound. Back to Morgan. Again, short this time. Spin by Sykes into the lane. His bounce pass to Ndiaye, short. Perez with the rebound into the corner to Hazic. And his air ball into the hands of Morgan, and Seamus Hazic does not have his shot tonight. He's going to come out of the game. He knows he's going to get an earful from his coach. Look at him. He's giving him right now. Caleb Green. Ooh, that would have been an early fourth quarter dagger if that one had gone. Ulusoy with the 4 fouls has the ball. Over to Morgan. Morgan not clicking really. Now here's Ndiaye, and he was short. Well, this game just keeps stopping and starting and stopping. A lot of fouls being committed. Rodvan Ndiaye well short with that attempt. And that was a good call. That was a foul, definitely. Sykes to Cole. Come on, Norris. Let's get the double-double. The fans want it. And the dump, and the ball goes off of Osmani. So it'll be 4 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Avellino to get a shot. Cole looks to make the pass, and offensive foul called on, I think, Ndiaye. Yep. Rodvan Ndiaye drives. Oh, Ndiaye takes some anger out on that. And then Morgan takes some anger out on that rim. Everybody's angry. 5-point game. Dirkele off the rim. Now Perez crosses midcourt. Gets in, lays it up and in. Goodness me, he's playing well tonight. He's got to be now, not that he really cares, but he's got to be starting to get into that team of the week conversation. Alley-oop, and the foul called on Morgan as Ndiaye goes down hard. His right elbow writhing in a little bit of agony here. Oh, nothing dirty from Morgan. He was just going up. He's blocking the ball. Ndiaye is holding his right side or his right arm. Now he's going to come out. He's going to shake it off. Right now, Avellino clinging to a 3-point lead. Oh, yeah, he definitely landed hard on it. I have to be tempted to take him out. He's going to stay in. Boy, Perez has been possessed for Banvit. 22 points now, 8 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 7 from 3-point range. He also has 4 assists and 6 rebounds and a steal. Definitely in the team of the week conversation. There's so many good players, but only 5 spots available. Anxiety takes his time and makes the first one. He's looked good on his makes, hasn't he? He missed those early ones. And now, oh, and Morgan missed. And the miss from Sykes, and Morgan with the rebound. Rud van Unjai. Here's Perez. Back to Morgan. Spins, gets it down low. Got to pass it back out of trouble. Shot clock winding down. And Derkele commits the foul. Watch this. I mean, you might not like that call if you're Avellino, but the referee, if he sees the player reaching or going up tight, I mean, you know, he's putting himself at risk of getting that foul call. You can what I'm saying is you can understand why the referee would make that call. Ulusoy pulls up and hits the jumper. There's something magical about this Banvit team. They just do not go away. Playing on the road, hostile territory. You know, they faced that 14-point deficit at one point, but they've just kind of hung around. Here's Filioy back in and hands it off, and Caleb Green fouled by Oliver. Well, Devin Oliver just must be completely frustrated tonight. He was going for the ball there. So Caleb Green back to the free throw line. Had a nice night. 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for Caleb Green. The only thing is he hit that 1 3-pointer at the start of the game, the first points of the game, but he's missed 5 since. .88-83. So Ulusoy has to get it in bounds, and he does to Oliver. Ulusoy, he's going to have to launch it. He falls down, and the turnover. I think the mistake there you make is you don't give Perez a touch. You got to get him the ball. He's the man with a hot hand. Avellino, midway through the fourth quarter. Sykes has it. Plenty of options. Back outside to Green. And Green gets the foul called on Morgan. Yep, good call. Kind of stepped in his way, bumped him. Free throws so crucial now. 22 of 27 at the line tonight for Sidigas Avellino. Caleb Green's done a great job at the line, where he's 6 of 7, 85.71%. Misses that one. Now 6 of 8, still 75%, not bad. Morgan, meanwhile, has 4 fouls. Here he is. Powers his way up. And Morgan has to be careful he doesn't get a technical, and I think he has, and he's just fouled out of the game. Watch this. There's no foul there. A little bit of hand checking, but nothing too bad. And he's a little bit frustrated. But you've absolutely just killed your team. You've killed them. You pulled them within 4. You got to know the situation. You've got 4 fouls, and you've complained to the referee. Now, he knows he's made a mistake. He's upset, and the coach did the right thing by going over and pat him on the back and say, don't worry about it. But Morgan, he'll know that he's hurt his team. 4:39 remaining. So Morgan 15 points, 5 rebounds, and out of the game. Final seconds ticking off. Fioy. Too long. Another long rebound to Nichols. You give the team this many bites at the cherry, they're eventually gonna swallow it. Shot clock again winding down. Sykes has it knocked away. Now Perez goes behind his back. Gets it to Ulasoy. Onjai drives in. Oh, what a play by Rutvan Onjai. Goodness gracious me. So Nichols, I think, has been called for the foul. Ulasoy getting the lesson. Yeah, it was on Nichols. So potential three-point play to get it within 2 points. Seamus Hazic comes back in. And he misses, but Attar there for the offensive rebound, put back. It's a 1-point game. An irony of ironies, Attar comes back into the game because Morgan had to leave after picking up the technical. How crazy the Basketball Champions League can be at times. Now Ndai goes to work on Oliver. They're battling him for their boy. Look at that. Caleb Green gets it. Oliver takes it away, but he stepped out of bounds. Well, that's a tough break because that was great defense from Oliver. I'll tell you what, there's not been a more anonymous player in this game than Oliver, but he's still got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to make his mark. And now what about Sidigas Avellino, and what is it about this team that they just simply struggle to put opponents away? Caleb Green posting up Rudvan Onjai, turns. He was looking, and Onjai says, what am I supposed to do, ref? What am I supposed to do? Well, Caleb Green is taking matters into his own hand on this trip down the floor. 18 points. Now 19. He doesn't want to mess around. He wants to get that free throw up, doesn't he? No dribbles, no thinking about it, just puts it up and in. Great night at the line for him now, 8 of 10. Perez turns, puts it up. And again, they've got to be careful. And they've teed him up. This is unreal, folks. This is unreal. You know what? I hope this makes the tough calls of the week, because as terrific as Banvit have been, and as the word I would use would be boneheaded play by Morgan, that is twice as bad from Perez, because you know they've already teed up your teammate. And great battle down low. And the foul called on Endaye. So Nichols is fouled out of the game with that, and that's tough for him, tough for Avellino. He's been one of their star players tonight. 24 points, arguably their star player, plus 32. And that's a lot of production. Four-point lead, 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. And I had taken a gulp of water. He heads back out on the court. So, not sure what they were checking, but anyway, play resumes. Perez again has it. Still can't get over. He picked up that technical. He's had such a great game. And throws it off the back of the rim. Momentum back with Sidigas Avellino, up 4. Caleb Green, Fioy, and 3-second violation on Endaye. This is, yep, 3-second violation. So timeout has been called by Banvit. See there, Perez has had such an outstanding game. But, you know, when they look back at this game tape, and when their fans look back at it and everybody else, coaching instruction, if I were a referee, if I were putting together things of do's and don'ts for teams to watch, I would say, if this player gets a technical because he's complaining about a call, you know we've got a quick trigger. And you don't want to be mouthing off about calls that don't go your way, because you're going to potentially get a technical foul as well. And that's exactly what happened. And if they end up losing this game by a point or two, they're going to look back and at those two plays, and Banvit will just be sick to their stomachs. So 2 minutes to go here, and it's crunch time. Perez over to Osmani. Now Sidigas Avellino have it. Scandone. Cole tried to get the ball inside to the Giant, but it was well read there by Attar, who knocked it out of bounds. 9 on the shot clock. Cole has the 9 points, 9 assists. Shot clock winding down. And Sykes, oh, that was big. Oh no, he missed it. Excuse me. I thought he hit it. 93-89. Ulusoy drives in. Attar again. Oh, the young man doesn't make it this time. Cole bumped by Rudvan Onjai. 1:07 to go. So North Cole at the line and misses with his first attempt. Vucinic knows just trying to get to the finish line here tonight, folks. Come on, let's take advantage. Look at that, 9 points, 9 assists. He's got double digits in scoring if he makes it. Nope, he misses both. And now Perez fouled by Cole. So he will go to the line. Wow, not a sequence you would expect from a two-time NBA champion. Why would you foul there? Well, Perez makes 1 of 2 to get it back to a 3-point game. Oliver's going to come back into the game. Perez, meanwhile, 23 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. We're in the final minute, folks. Buckle them up. We've got a little bit of turbulence coming your way here from Avellino. Fioy tries to make a tough shot. Hamadai Njai saves it in bounds. Oh, but look at Rudvan Onjai. Knocks it back. Shot clock winding down. Caleb Green puts it up from deep. And it was on line, but a little short. So Banvit called timeout. They've got a chance, folks, of stealing one on the road tonight. Look at that, 26 of 34. Almost twice as many free throw attempts for Sidigas Avellino tonight. Banvit just 9 of 18.
Sen buradasın. Devon burada. Belki sen buradasın. Tamam mı? Bak üçlük atacağız, tamam mı? Bir daha bak şimdi. Bak buraya.
I've got 2 timeouts, so I'll get a timeout after the free throw. But we got to box out so they don't get the rebound. Okay? Understand? Let the clock run down a little bit. When they go into the pick and roll situation, okay, we foul. All right?
All right, so they're going to put him on the line.
Because it's going to be him, and he's got 4 fouls, okay? You you got Perez and make a foul, non-intentional foul, just go in the body, okay? Let's go.
Boy, that's a risky strategy in my opinion. They got to make sure that they commit the foul. They don't commit the intentional. But they want time to run off the clock. Then again, they don't want to attempt the potential game-tying three-pointer. So, you know, you understand why coach is doing that. But it is a dangerous game because the number of unsportsmanlike fouls that have been called this year. Sykes is, I just wonder if he's talking to him about if he commits the foul, what does he have to do to make sure it's not unsportsmanlike? Ulusoy. And it was Ndiaye who committed the foul. So we saw Ulusoy go to the line earlier and make 3 free throws when he was fouled attempting the 3. And that was a good job by Ndiaye to commit the foul while going for the ball. So the first one is good. I don't know about you guys, but I just can't get enough of this. I think this is great. All these close games. And also it makes just 1 of 2, and exactly what Vucic has said, make sure you box out. And they did. Now Fioy, and you saw that Oliver was very careful about how he went up and committed that foul. He did not want to commit the unsportsmanlike himself. Look at this. Dirkele comes back in. Cole takes a seat. Probably probably mad at himself for missing those free throws. Nichols is already fouled out of the game. Here's Fioy. Remember, he got so hot early with those three-pointers. Had 4 of 4 from three-point range in the first half, Fioy. And then he got a little bit of love from the rim on that free throw. And makes the next one, so makes it a 2-possession game. And Vucic just said, no fouls this time, folks. Perez. Goes, bounce pass, Attar, pump fake. Scores! Gets it back to a 2-point game with 9.1 seconds remaining. Sidigas are going to have to make at least 2 more free throws to ice it. And they will be very careful about not turning the ball over.
Okay, Lolo, you inbound the ball. We got front court.
Banvit have 9 steals tonight. Perez has 2. Oliver has 3. Oliver's pretty good in that department. Keep an eye on him.
There, Caleb, you may need to splash here.
Rebounding numbers. Avellino up in that department by 7.
Bak buraya doğru geleceksin. Bak buraya gelecek. Tamam mı? Bak buraya gelecek Rıdvan. Bak görüyor musun Berke? Sen buraya koşacaksın. Berke bak buraya gelecek. Bak Şevuz, sen buradan bak buraya. Herkes buradan doğru boşaltacak.
Well, you know, there's a couple of areas where Banvit, unfortunately, are going to look back tonight. If they don't win this game, it's going to be their free throw shooting, where they have, again, struggled, just 10 of 20. And, folks, I hate to tell you, but those 2 technical fouls that they picked up here in the fourth quarter, one by Morgan and one by Perez, right now loom large. You don't commit those technicals, you don't lose Morgan. And obviously, those are 2 free throws that were made by Sidigas Avellino, and that is the difference in the game right now. Nichols, meanwhile, is like, let's win this thing so I can get home and get something to eat. He's ready to eat. Can they inbound it? Derkele. And Green, who has done well at the line tonight, is the man who has fouled. He did miss a couple out of his 10 attempts. But we'll see how good he is with the pressure situation. I'm sure he relishes this opportunity to go to the line to ice it. Osmani picks up his 5th foul. He's out of the game. And that's the other thing. You really got to box out. He rattles in the first one. And he makes both. They've got to hurry. Rudvan Onjai will try to get. And the foul called on Njai gives new life here to Banvit. No, it was on Fioy. It must have been on Fioy. He needs to make the first one. Okay, so it was on Fioy. Now, does he intentionally miss this? And they try to, what's going on here? They're complaining that they're drawing up a play with no timeouts. So he's gonna attempt to make it and get it back to a 2-point game with 3.8 seconds. I tell you, they're breathing until their very last breath. Banvit, 3.8 seconds. I wonder if something crazy is in the offing tonight. They are making them work to the bitter end.
Okay.
And poor Nichols has to sit over there and watch.
It's simple, okay? We cannot inbound the ball in this area here for a steal, okay, and a lap. So we gotta inbound in this area there, okay? So, let's get Lolo again inbounding the ball. Let's have Norris and Kiefer, okay? Let's have Caleb and Ariel, okay? Green and
Koşu yolda çıkacak. Burada da topu kapacaksınız. Burada topu kapmaya çalışacağız. Diğer topu alıp atmaya çalışacağız. Tek bir
Try to
şansımız
pick
var.
up the ball. Try to steal the ball.
Eğer gol yaparsak,
And then foul immediately.
gol yaparsak tekrar Rıdvan koşacak. Belki sokacağım zaten oyunu. Aynısı.
We're gonna do the same thing.
Well, you certainly, they're going to go for the steal, but, and you saw Vucinic, it's like you don't want to throw it in this particular area because it's going to make it easy for us, or you create the possibility of the steal. You want to throw it inside, down that low baseline area and inside the arc. What's Pettis doing sitting down over there? I can't imagine they're going to get a steal here. 3.8 seconds. Oh, and they fouled Green. 0.6 seconds went off the clock there. That's a lot. Looked like he got the foul immediately. Green says, I've already made 2 clutch free throws. You guys are really putting the pressure on me. But that's no problem. I've got this. First one is good. Now the second one makes you wonder if he were to miss it, might Sidigas Avellino foul? Doesn't matter. Caleb Green makes the shot. Seamus Hazes banks it in. Nope, it stays out. Interesting game, folks. Sidigas Avellino, they have to work for it, but they win it 99-95 over Banvit. So Banvit, as you can see, Morgan going up and talking to the refs, trying to explain himself before he picked up that technical foul. Look at these numbers, 7 threes for each team. The big number, the free throws, 12 of 22 for Banvit. That's just not going to cut it. You know, forget everything else. It's not going to cut it. And when you're shooting right around 50%, and also, you know, the technical fouls, you've got to learn to button it. When the game is hot, if the referee's had enough, he's not going to want to hear it. He's going to tee you up. And it happened twice tonight against Banvit in the fourth quarter. Nichols, 24 points. One that got away, you feel like, for Banvit. I mean, they are a dangerous team. There's no question about it. But they had an opportunity tonight, and they weren't able to close the deal. So it's Avellino that walk off the court, all smiles tonight. Fioy was terrific in that first half. Oliver doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's frustrated, as he should be. Norris Cole continues to win ball games here with Sidigas Avellino. Hazish doing a little bit of warm down. And here are the highlights looking back on it. Hazish from the left with that air ball, just never got it going offensively tonight. Famous Hazish. Sidigas Avellino improving to 4-1 tonight, despite the heroics of Perez, who overall tonight was just terrific. Forget the technical foul that he got. Overall, he was terrific. He had 23 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, plus 29 efficiency. I mean, any coach will take that. Attar came out, certainly played his part. I think he had his best ever game for Banvit. He had 17 points. But again, the free throw agony for this team. Seamus Hazish was 0 of 2 from the line. Attar was 3 of 6. And Rudvan Onjai had just 2 of 5 makes at the free throw line tonight. Jim Olusoy also missed a vital one late, and that was right there where he got the technical, Morgan. And he's got to learn to contain the anger, because there's no foul there. I don't see it. Maybe there was, but I didn't see it. And Morgan just has to learn from the experience. Rudvan Unjai again producing tonight, doing a great job. 8 points, 4 assists, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And that was the miss where it didn't really hurt him, because Attar got the offensive rebound and put back. That was a familiar sight. And that's the final, folks. 99-95. Sidigas Avellino win it over Banvit. And here are the Group A standings. So Avellino just 1 game behind Murcia, who beat them last week in Spain. A close game. And Banvit now 3-2 and alone in 3rd place, ahead of Anvil, Nizhny Novgorod, Le Mans, and Ventspils. All teams with 2 and 3 records. Boy, this is exciting. And who would have thought poor old MHP Rees and Lewisburg would be down at the bottom at 0-5 after game day 5. Still, where there's hope, there's life. They're just a couple of wins outside of 4th place. They can still turn it around. They just got to keep believing and working. Anyway, one final time, 99-95, Sidigas Avellino win it over Banvit. Thanks for watching.